Hello and welcome back to my video blog. Well, I've got the honor and privilege of having Greg Burns here with ITX 1031 Exchange Company. He's the Senior Vice President in charge of business here in Southern California. And Greg's been a huge resource to us as real estate agents and to our clients. And I guess I'd like to ask, Greg, tell me what function Accommodator serves, just kind of give people the general background on what that is.
Yeah, so under the section code 1031, it talks about what they call a qualified intermediary. Some people refer to us as an accommodator or facilitator.
Sure.
Basically what we do is we kind of act like an escrow between the sale and the purchase. The reason having us involved is the client can't have control of the money during the exchange process, so we assign into the sale as the seller, we assign into the purchase as the buyer,
right?
And then we direct money, from the sale to the purchase.
Good deal, good deal. And you mentioned, how many of these do you do a month in Southern California?
About 400.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's quite a few.
Okay, good for you. Okay, so explain to our viewers what the benefit of a 1031 is. Why would someone do a 1031 exchange?
So 1031 is kind of the last great tax code that exists. It allows investors to take money that they would have normally paid in taxes and use it to go make more money with, basically. Right. So essentially what you're doing is you're selling a property that you've held for investment or business use,
yeah,
and you're exchanging it into another property that you intend to hold for investment or business use.
Right.
And there's all kinds of reasons why people do them. They do it for estate planning purposes. They do them for, to get properties closer to where they live.
Right.
They do it because they don't want to have any management responsibilities anymore.
Sure.
So there's a lot of reasons why people do 1031.
Right. It's quite popular, I would say. I think one of the things people ask is, they wonder, well, can I sell a condo, get a house, or can I sell raw land and get something else? What does constitute like kind? Because you can't just swap into, I have a highly appreciated asset, I paid 100 for this property, it's worth 500, I don't want to pay taxes. So I go, can I swap it into something I can live in or whatever? So explain what like kind is, so it qualifies.
So the like kind rules for real estate are pretty simple. The reason they have these like kind rules is because 1031 not only applies to real estate, but it applies to anything held for productive use in a trade or business or for investment. So, we can exchange all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
But on the real estate side of it, it's really broad.
Right.
So you can exchange anything that you've held, as long as it's real estate,
yes,
for another piece of real estate that you intend to hold for investment or business purposes. So it's got to be investment or business purposes. The question always comes up, I'd like to sell my property, exchange it into my dream home, or maybe a vacation home. So a vacation home qualifies as an investment if it's used less than 2 weeks out of the year or less than 10% of the time it's been rented. Now you can't initially exchange into a house that you're going to live in, but if you hold it for a period of time, there's a revenue ruling that says if you hold the property for 2 years or more, they won't challenge it. You could at some point convert it to your principal residence.
So some people have it, like they have a rental now, you could move into it.
Yeah.
But if you bought it, exchanged into the rental, it's rented for a couple of years and go, maybe we'll move into it.
Right.
Then you've deferred all that taxes.
That's right.
And the keyword is deferred, you were mentioning, right?
Right. So they're tax deferred exchanges. You're deferring tax from one property into the next property. And so that's not a tax free. It's not like you do an exchange and then there's suddenly no tax in the next property.
It doesn't disappear, right?
Yeah, it doesn't disappear. Now, if you do convert it to your principal residence, you could, if you lived there for a period of time, you could take your primary residency exclusion somewhere down the road.
Right. So there's a lot of nuances here that obviously you can help.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. So it's been great because Greg has helped clients of ours over the years. He's helped me personally. He's helped many of our clients. He's a great resource. So Greg, why don't you give folks, if they want to reach you, the phone number here. It'll be posted on the screen, and then obviously you can call our office, and that way they can reach you for more specific questions, because we're referring them to you anyway. They might as well call you directly.
Right.
Yeah.
So my cell phone is area code 626-233-2773. Feel free to call me at any time. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Great. And one thing Greg and I have talked about is having an investor seminar, which you've done for hundreds of groups, I know. So I think if you have an interest in hearing us speak about an investor seminar, we can talk about tax rulings, exchanging, what the opportunities are in the marketplace, maybe just email back to this. I know this goes out to about 5,000 people, so if we have enough interest, we can do that for folks, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to come up with you.
Yeah, just respond to the email here if you have some interest in hearing about that, and then we can put that on for you and have it right here in the office or somewhere that's comfortable for people here in the county.
Yeah, sounds great.
Very good. All right, thanks again, and we'll be talking to you soon.